So, on a dark and stormy night that is sure to be coming soon, a brave, intrepid crew will be on lockdown, spending the night at the historic haunted Smock Museum in Smock. We are, of course, concerned for their welfare, and to that end, they will not be left that night unattended. Dr. Albert is here, and that night, Dr. Albert will be there at the Smock Museum to monitor their health. Doctor, a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much.
Doctor, you will be solely responsible for the health of the crew that night at the Smock Museum. What are your plans for the crew? How do you intend to monitor their health?
Well, first of all, we're going to check them over real well. We're going to check their heart, check their brain. We're going to check their physical attributes, and we're going to make sure that they're in good mental capacity for this. There's going to be a lot of pressure on them because there is a lot of ghost sightings at the Smock Museum.
The faint of heart are not up for this at all. That is my understanding. It's going to be one scary ride. In fact, this has never been attempted before. People should know that.
Well, that's correct. But you know what? Before we start, I'm going to take my stethoscope.
All right.
If I can find it. And I'm going to be checking them real well. I'm going to check their heart. I'm going to check their heartbeat. I'm going to check their oxygen pressure. I'm also going to check their blood pressure.
All righty.
And, you know...
Whoa! That's cold! Dr. Albert, where did you have this thing?
In the freezer. After all, I don't want germs to get on it. And it kills the germs when it's in the freezer.
Oh, freezing.
Yes.
Doctor, we're pleased to have you on board nonetheless.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate
Patty and Sheila are with me right now. 2 more volunteers who will be spending the night in lockdown at the Smock Museum. Patty, you're something of a scientist. You will be monitoring ghost activity that night. Is that true?
Well, I don't know about being a scientist, but I've been on a few. I've been to Fort Mifflin.
Spent the night at Fort Mifflin.
We spent the night there, and I have an EMF reader.
Okay, explain to the people what this is or what it does.
Picks up magnetic fields. Okay, as long as there's not electric on anywhere, if you're quiet, you could ask questions, and sometimes you get replies that you don't hear, but it'll light up.
Ooh, show that to the camera very quickly.
Okay, this is an MFF. If you push it, you can see the lights. But if you just lay it down and you're talking, and you ask a question, it'll answer through the lights. It's a magnetic field. It's really interesting.
That is fascinating. So Patty and Sheila will be there that night, locked down in the Smock Museum. 2 women who are going on a ghost expedition who aren't there for the sole purpose of screaming. We're very excited about this.
No screaming.
No screaming that night. Thank you, ladies. Folks, on a night when anything can happen, and it probably will, Dave Shimmick will be here. Dave is one of the brave volunteers who will be spending the night in lockdown at the Smock Museum. Dave, what would ever possess you to do something like this?
This is something that I've always wanted to do, and I just hope we see something.
There's something seriously wrong with him.